Hello guys, Exogenesis here once again with a first impressions video. This time we are going to be looking at a little game called Bunch of Heroes. Bunch of Heroes was released on Steam just a few days ago and it's made by a studio called NGD Studios. I believe it is based in Argentina. And basically what the game is about, it's a top-down shooter, kind of like the old school Smash TV, except it's 4-player co-op and it's you versus zombies and aliens, kind of zombie alien mashup. There is a couple of issues with the game which I'll go into later on, but for now I just want to show you one of the major problems. Basically this game was designed to be a 4-player co-op game, but that is all good. I played a 3-player co-op and I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun, it was hilarious actually. The issue is now, if I click on play online, this is only 2 days after release, I go to co-op, which is all good, join the game, and yeah. So unless you've got friends that have already got the game, or also got the game should I say, you're going to be playing on your own, and that kind of really puts a big downer on this game. Like I said, I really enjoyed the game in co-op. I played the game in single player, it's not too bad, but it does get boring rather fast, so hopefully we'll get a boost of sales soon, or more people will start jumping online. It could really do with an event from the developers, and maybe a little bit more push. Oh look, somebody's just started up a lobby, so it fills up quite fast. People don't like to create. I don't know why, but yeah, it's not like it's very easy to get a game, unfortunately. Okay, so that set aside, we'll be looking at the single player mostly today. If I get a chance, I might jump into a multiplayer. I just basically don't want to mess up anybody else's game doing what I'm doing. So we'll have a look at the options, because I know that a lot of indie developers are starting to lack in the options department, and it's kind of pissing off quite a lot of PC gamers. And yeah, I'm quite happy about that. There's lots of graphical options. You've got your resolution, your aspect ratio, anti-aliasing, sound effects volume, music volume, visual quality, texture quality, post-processing, full screen, and even your language. So yeah, it's a big improvement on most indie games. And the game runs quite well, to be honest. You'll be able to see that now. So what we're going to do is to play offline. Because the game was so based on co-op, it's almost like setting up an online match. So you choose your campaign. It comes with the 3 campaigns out of the box. I've heard there's going to be more in development. So you get the farm, the cemetery, and Mars. I've played the farm. That was quite interesting. Nice visuals. I've played on Mars and the graphic quality does not stand up on Mars, to be honest, which is kind of a shame. I have not played the cemetery yet, so first impression, that'd be perfect to jump onto, I think. Yeah, and you get 3 episodes in each, I believe, yeah. So the first episode is easiest, second gets harder, the third one is basically a short bit of the game, then a massive boss battle. I might jump into an episode 3, but I think for now what we'll do is we'll start off on an episode 2. Just to show you what the game's actually like, so I'll boot that up now. While we're actually on this game mate display, you obviously get your 4 characters. You've got El Comandante, I think that's how you pronounce it, and basically think Bill from Left 4 Dead, the old guy, veteran who knows what he's doing. You've got Gerard Joe. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know how I pronounce that name, to be honest, but you get the big guy, Captain Smith, which looks like he's come straight from the British SAS, and Agent Leo. Lee. I don't know, but yeah. AKA the Dragonfly, a highly trained super spy who grew up in a monastery and loved fighting games. Do you know why they're saying that? Tell me that I am wrong when this girl right here looks like Chun-Li. So yeah, they've all got their own little stories. I haven't played as any of them apart from Agent Lee or Lou, so I'll jump in as just so I know where I stand. Obviously you get your random choice as well. The reason why choosing a hero is kind of important is they've all got their own kind of special attacks, and I'm used to what Agent Lou has, or Lee, or Lou. Yeah. Okay, so I start off with lots of turrets, which is telling me I'm going to have a big battle on my hands. Okay, so to pick it up, I just walk over it, then press mouse 2 to drop it. And this is flame turrets. So I don't know what this turret is, but we'll stick that here. Whoa! Rocket turrets, and they do damage to me as well. So yeah, you gotta be quite careful. As you can tell, it's got quite a nice visual style. It's quite simple. It doesn't look bad by any means. I have got it on max settings. So yeah, I'm quite happy with how it looks. And the variety in the zombie style is quite funny as well. So, I mean, as you shoot them, they take damage to the point where they just die. Irradiated Nazis, it looks like. So these look like Nazi zombies. Is that another dig at a fighting game? Shooting game? Probably. Okay, so I need to clear the area, so I'm guessing I just need to keep shooting now till they're all dead. I'm getting shot at by somebody else, so try and get him killed. You can see in the bottom left hand corner that I do have ammo for the weapons that I pick up, and when it runs out I go back to my normal weapon. And like you see now, my normal weapon basically got a very small clip. It'll kill most, so it's not too bad, but you really want to start making sure you're always getting the right weapon for the job. Evacuate the girl. So I believe I need to take her to a car. It's what you normally have to do anyway. This is actually quite a difficult one, to be honest. Cluster bomb, which is basically a mortar strike, I believe. By picking up the girl, I get basically a turret in my arm. I can just keep on shooting. It is nice and simple, but at the same time you've got to really choose your target. It's like I let that guy get far too close. He should have been one of the first ones on my list to get down, as he can shoot me back. I don't like being shot at. I'm going to go down here, aren't I? That would be embarrassing. And yes, I died. Being single player, what happens now is I respawn, and it kind of feels strange because I don't believe there's any punishment for death, which, even though the game can be quite difficult, is a good thing in a way. It's also a bad thing because it kind of takes any air of desperation. The only time it will cost you to lose is if it is a protect something mission, where this is just basically just wasting my time, so a little bit frustrating. I prefer there to be a punishment for death in almost anything that I play. So it looks like I'm starting to make movements, which is good, but I didn't realise I run slower when I was shooting. I really should have probably saw that already. But it looks like I will die again. These missions are designed for 4 players, there's no denying that, so it's actually quite a lot easier if I had teammates with me, to be honest. So yeah, I'm going to have to drop this girl and start fighting. Press Q to change weapons. I've got a nice little flamethrower which I can just set people on fire and then run away, and they will die eventually, and get the health while I'm at it because I need it. I've got another little small criticism about the game, and it's to do with the aiming system. Basically, you're aiming in 3D. It's not a simple put your mouse here and that's where you're aiming. You're actually always aiming a little bit higher because it's in a 3rd dimension and you actually get the height of the bullets. which can kind of be confusing because you can be aiming at somebody and you're not seeing them die, and that's simply because even though you're aimed at them, technically the actual bullets are going to the right of them or to the left of them, basically because of the way the crosshair is set up. They tried to compensate for that with the way the actual cursor looks. It is in 3D space to show it, but it's not ideal. I really don't like it. I would have preferred them to compensate with the cursor and allow it to just show what it's supposed to be. Well, not what it's supposed to, but where the bullet will actually land. Well, that's probably just because I'm a noob, so if you think that's the point, then just ignore me. So I need to blow up these zombie fires. I've not seen these enemies yet. Oh damn, but they're quite tough. Wow, that is so cool. I like that a lot. This game is a really fun game, like I said, especially with the more players on it. It's just, it's so frustrating because I can imagine playing this more than just once or twice. I can imagine really getting into the game, and especially if there was like challenges, which I don't believe there are. If they added challenges to the game, I could really get into this, and I would really bloody enjoy it, to be honest. Especially with a couple of good teammates, but I don't know what the developers got planned for the future, but if they're just going to leave it like this, I fear it could be bad news, really. Unfortunately, because it's a decent game. I think another problem is that a lot of players in the past have been burned by this type of game. So many games, I mean, Dead Hoard. Dead Hoard came out not so long ago. That was an indie title which was promising co-op zombie action, and it was atrocious. And I think people are just getting to the point now where they don't want to risk it when it comes to a top-down shooter. There's been so many bad ones. It's unbelievable, really. It's really surprising how many bad ones there have been compared to good ones. Okay, so I need to blow this zombie fire thing. Yeah. And when I blow this up, everybody should die. Way, everybody's dead. Win! Oh, defeat super generals. Okay, no problem. Yeah, these little blue orbs I'm collecting, these are from my special attack, and you'll probably see that now because it's probably a good time to use it when I'm going against these big things. So yeah, just bear with me a couple of seconds till I get towards them. Okay, so we'll see what this thing does first. Will it do much damage? No, so let's just... Yes, but they almost killed me. The problem is when you're doing a special attack, even through the animation, the enemies can still move, which is fine, but it means that you get disorientated, and when it comes back on, you'll often find that you've got somebody stood right behind you because they wasn't in the death range at the time. So I need to secure a door and hopefully find some bloody health as well. Whoa. Oh, come on. Urgh. Frustration. There we go. Especially now that I've got no weapons and I'm near all these big buggers with guns. To be honest, I think these enemies are only big for one reason, and that is purely to make them a bigger target for you, because they're actually very weak. They're one of the weaker enemies in the game, so I don't think the size really... Well, don't let the size kind of make you assume that an enemy's bigger or better than what it actually is, because quite often they're just soft. You go down in the same clip. It's like these guys are harder, they shoot slower, but the bullets go faster, but they're surviving just as much, they're surviving more damage than the big guys. So yeah, that's the kind of balancing thing, I think, just to make sure that you can do it. So to secure it, I need to stand here for so long, and I'm probably gonna just do it. No! Oh, come on, that was so close. Oh, so I do have lives. It's 4 lives because there was only me in the game. There you go. You learn something new every day. You do get grenades in the game. You get all sorts of little bits and bats. So yeah. So let's see if there's anybody online and you can get an idea of what the online gameplay is. A couple of servers up. Joining the game. What luck, I get to play with a character I like. As you can see a little bit of the story there, the Martians thought they could invade Earth. We'll show them what an invasion looks like. Yes, definitely. So yeah, what's happened on the Mars campaign, as far as I am aware, is you've gone basically to kick some alien ass. As basic as that. Okay, so yep, I've not played this one yet. I've played Maps 1 and 2, just not this one. And it looks like we've got... Nope, they're all here. Gotta be careful with the friendly fire, I believe. I'm not certain. Yes. We do. Gravity Disturber. This is a fun little weapon. Watch. Boom! Okay, so I'm making movements. Recovering the weapons, we need to stay in the circle, all four of us, for a set amount of time. And it is harder than it looks because of friendly fire! Yes. So yeah, as you can see, it is pretty damn crazy. Very, very difficult. But very fun at the same time. I mean, you got to think a lot more. These guys, no offense to them, I don't know who they are, and they're not the best players. The people I was playing with last time seem to play it a lot better, a lot safer. These guys just seem to be spamming it out. And I died. That's unfortunate. I've got 3 lives left, so it's not the end of the world. Now we need to go all the way back to our spaceship and hold the ground. And as usual, I'm the first one there because I am that epic. See, this is the issue with a pub game which is so co-op based. Until this third guy comes back, we're just holding our dicks, basically. We're not actually going to benefit. These guys seem to be doing the campaign, I mean actually doing the objectives, so that's a good thing. But it can still be very, very frustrating. To be honest, the FPS on my fraps is not holding up too well, so I'm hoping still that the video is going to be okay. But I'm playing now on about 25 FPS. This game doesn't have performance issues per se, except it seems to use a lot more performance than you'd assume. At the same time, you need to respect how many things are actually moving in this game at the same time, and I'm assuming that's why things are how they are. Nothing to do with actual bad programming. I mean, look how many enemies there are just in a small area right now. It's pretty crazy. Pretty intense. Finally, they're all down. I can hopefully find a weapon. Wait, that's mine. I'll take the rocket launcher. Okay, so I've got my ultra attack ready, and I've got a mean ass minigun with lots and lots of ammo, so I am basically going to be able to hopefully storm this up. So we need to get rid of these shield wielding aliens. Easiest way to do that would be to send one person around the front and one person around the back. And yes, let's play Black Ops. I have got the explosive crossbow. You know it was going to be in the game because it is just so epic. And yeah, stick it in and watch it blow. Big groups of people just go down so easily with this weapon. Look at that. It is a monster with 10 ammo as well. If you're clever and you're smart and you use it wisely, it is going to do you so well and so easy. I believe these two characters have got railguns. I've not seen these weapons yet. But yeah, it seems almost like a parody of a video game, which is cool. I've basically done that because the FPS is getting too low now. I'm really worried about the quality of the video in the end. And also, I'm not doing this for a walkthrough. This is basically your first impressions, and I'm hoping that you've got a good idea now of what the actual game entails and if it's going to be the kind of game for you. See, there are people playing it. There's not as many as I'd like to see, and at times it can be quite hard to find a game. But when you do find a game, you can have a lot of fun. I mean, I'm probably spoiling these guys' games, so I'm going to leave now. But yeah, thanks a lot guys for tuning in. Please rate, comment and subscribe. Check out my previous first impression videos. If you want me to do more or on a certain game, do let me know and I will do it as soon as possible. And once again, rate, comment and subscribe. And yeah, peace out guys.